Who's ready for an action-packed show today? Who's ready for the Major League Baseball show? It's your boy DRS, baby. Let's dance. 4-0 opening the premium plays. Plus 140 boosted yesterday. Free play. Bang, bang, bang. The way we get down, baby. Thanks for joining in the show today. We'll have a lot of fun breaking down this Major League Baseball card on a Tuesday. Some money to be made. I'm just going over some of the statistics here that, that I love to take a look at, the X-Fifth numbers and see how they go into the power numbers for the bats. But I sort of like to line my card before I actually get like a layout of those final decisions that I want to make. And you guys know I love to use Caesars Sportsbook because it does give the best prices here on those alt totals that I absolutely love. I got to tell you right now, like I was just going over some numbers with the Colorado Rockies game. We'll get to the game itself, but just surfing through and saying, all right, well, what is it, 2.5, 3.5? Like, where's the range they start from? The Toronto Blue Jays alt team total starts at 5.5. Not the alt team total over, the under, or I should have said the lowest number. It doesn't allow you to go to 4.5, 3.5, or 2.5. Now, other outlets, they do, and those price points are insanely high. I get that. But when you have Caesars basically saying, you are not betting this game, we don't want you to even include this to get any sort of edge, any way, shape, or form, the Toronto Blue Jays at a 5.5 team total is the starting point. And have them priced around that 6.5, 7.5 range for a team total. I got to tell you right now, they might be getting that team total. They really might be. So it is what it is. Gosh, just surfing around, having some fun today, breaking down these numbers. Had a great early line. Kevin joined us today on the show. Obviously, Joe Ranieri's there with me each and every morning, and just party time. It just feels good, man. Winning cures everything, doesn't it? It just makes it a lot more fun. Handicapping, winning, easy wins. And by the way, last night, the 3 alt team totals that I had all absolutely smashed the regular team total. So if you parlayed all 3 of those together, you made buku bucks. But that's not the goal. That's not the goal for what we do, though. Low and slow, steady wins the race. Keep you in play, build your bankroll, and take those honest advantages. Because a lot of people ask, well, why do you do it this way? Because it makes sense. I'm taking my biggest edges and buying them down. What's wrong with that? Isn't it fun to cash these tickets first, second, and third inning? Oh, no, I got to wait till the 9th inning, maybe get the extras. I mean, granted, we're going to lose. Nobody can just win all of the time. Like, we are going to lose some games. There's no question about it. But right now, just riding that hot streak where we're not even sweating these winners so far. And that's fun. It really is. Check out the chat box out here today. Darren's out here. What's good, man? You can go. Pop them up on the screen. We also got another one here from Darren. I also parlayed the regular run lines, and it was a winner. See that? I didn't even see that chat right there. And that's what it was. Yeah, I get you on the team totals. But isn't that fun? Like cruising through bomb after bomb after bomb. My guy Aaron Showing out here. Who's this? SC says, took the Stros team total over 3.5 and Schwarber over 1.5 bonus. Thanks, DRS, for your input and help. Love it, man. That's what the goal is. We're not charging an arm and a leg over here, by the way, on rightwager.com. Just out here in the streets. You know, takes me some time to get the show ready. Takes me some time to have some fun. And once we do get things cranking, it is a lot of fun once we go over it. So I'm enjoying myself. I'm having some fun. Let's break down this Major League Baseball card, fresh off of a winning Monday, and see what we have. As always, I like to start the show and say, where are those pitchers that we can fade? Where are those pitchers that we want to stay away from? And those middling pitchers. Doesn't always go this way. Top pitchers on the card get blown up all the time. Bottom pitchers on the card pitch great gem performances where it leaves you wondering, like, are they going to win the Cy Young? We get that all of the time. But for me, the bottom of the card, right? And let's just go, there's 29 pitchers I have ranked over the past 45 days. Taijuan Walker's the worst. Mackenzie Gore's really bad. Ryan Bergert, Emmett Sheehan, Luis Severino, Clay Holmes, Yu Darvish, Shota Imanaga, Jose Barrios, Zach Littell. Like, those are the guys on the bottom of the card. But if we're lining up that top of the card, Garrett Crochet, Zebby Matthews, Nathan Eovaldi, Jose Soriano, Brian Wu, Freddie Peralta. So some of those guys you want on your card, some of those guys that you certainly want to fade from that point here. It is what it is. So let's get into the card and have some fun. Full 15 games. Love it on a Tuesday. Tomorrow we'll get more of those day baseball games, which you typically get on a Wednesday. Understandable. San Francisco and Pittsburgh first game. And let me just set this up here so I have everything in a row. We can make some sense of things. Webb versus Burrows. It is a pitching mismatch. I always love Logan Webb. He's on my card. He's usually number 1 or number 2 overall. Slipping down a little bit. 7th on the card today for me. 40 innings pitched over the past 45 days, which included 7 starts. A 5 ERA for Logan Webb. 3.68 xFIP. Still a good xFIP guy. Why? Because he strikes people out. But if you look at the numbers on this game, San Francisco's on the road. They're a favorite. Overnight, 165. That's collapsed. That's down like a 138, 137 in the price range here. Total in this game listed at 7.5. So there's that. Now, Logan Webb, how he matches up against this, I mean, he usually does very well. Lefties have gotten the best of him over the past 30 days. There's no question about it. Horwitz is a lefty. Reynolds to be a lefty batting switch hitter. O'Neill Cruz is a lefty. So you got those 3 guys as lefties. And then Brian Reynolds, which is a switch hitter. Well, I just said that. So it's 1 for Horwitz, 2 for Reynolds, and 3 for Cruz. Only 3 lefties. It's a no-go for me in that game. We're not looking for anything there. Mike Burrows, on the other hand, he comes in on the card. Where's my guy Mike? 15th out of 29. 363 ERA, 412 xFIP number. Lineup looks pretty good tonight, though, by the way, guys, for San Francisco. It does. But not a lot on Burrows. Last 30 days, 088 ISO against. Very good for him. 268 weighted on base percentage. Very good. K rate, 25%. Devers looks good. Adames looks good. Chapman looks good. Smith looks good. Casey Smith, Jung Hong Lee, and Grant McCray, only 9 at-bats, but that's some pretty good power numbers. For me, stay away from that game. I don't think we're going to have any action, and that's a 641. Houston and Miami. Caleb Ort is on the mound. There's not very many statistics here. Only 36 batters he's faced over the past month, and to be honest, just a little background check on Caleb Ort. That game log for him, 1 inning, 2/3 of an inning, 2 innings max at this point, so more of an opener and a bullpen game. So you look at the Marlins here, probably going to be off my card at this point as well. So not really too interested in that side of it, to say the least. Xavier Edwards, Kyle Stowers, Otto Lopez, Jake Marcy. Don't really know if I love that all that much, to be honest. And by the way, it's a little bit laggy out there on the show today. I seem to be looking at my laptop here, and it's coming in and out. But as long as you guys can hear me, that's the main point right here. Hopefully it stays that way. Maybe I was messing around with the chat too much here. Let's see. All right, there we go. X that out. Keep that full glass, and let's go. Houston batters tonight going up against Cal Quantrill. Usually a fade guy. Not necessarily anymore for me, though. You look at Cal, 11th on the card, 3.15 ERA, 3.91 xFIP number, 34 and a third innings pitched over the past 45 days. Decent statistics. It is a good-looking Houston lineup, though, to be honest. But if we look at Quantrill again, last 30 days, been electric, man. 092 ISO against, 231 weighted on base percentage against. Really strong against lefties, solid against righties. Hard hit contact rate, not off the charts, but not so good there to righties. Much better with lefties. Barrel rate, very low. Sanchez, Altuve, Correa, Caratini, Diaz, Trammell, all really good numbers. But to be honest, there's better options out there and better opportunities. So first 2 games, probably not going to be on my marker here today. But as we keep moving forward, we'll check into those things here. Yeah, Darren says a little bit. Hopefully he cleans up the stream here. Sometimes you never know, depending on who's streaming, when they're streaming, and how much it comes across. But looks decent to me on the screen right now, so might go in and out just a little bit. We'll deal with it. Should be going hopefully clear by this point now. Minnesota and Detroit. Had Detroit last night, needed them over 2.5 runs. Easily got that. Spencer Torkelson hit a bomb. I think a 3-run bomb to get them 5 runs by like the 5th or 6th inning. So that game was over early and absolutely lovable. Good looking lineup today for the Tigers, as it is typically, but Zebby Matthews. Last 14 and a third innings pitched over the past 45 days. It's not a lot, but he's got a 6.28 ERA. Oh, you should light him up. Not necessarily. That xFIP number is a 2.93. That's really low. Zebby strong against lefties, a little bit leaky against righties, but the K rate is high. 27.4% over his last 62 batters he struck out on the season. 145 batters, that's 29%. Dominant against lefties. And that's where you want to be against Detroit. Colt Keith, Kerry Carpenter, Riley Green, Wenzel Perez, Zach McKinstry. That's 5 left-handed batters out of 9 in that lineup, and that's where he excels, particularly with the strikeouts. Love Detroit last night. Don't love Detroit today. Minnesota going up against Chris Paddock. 36 and 2/3 innings pitched over a couple teams here over the past 45 days. 5.40 ERA, which is high. 4.14 xFIP number. Not so great. But also, the lineup here for Minnesota, not so great. Power shots, Wallner, Royce Lewis, Cody Clemens. Outside of that, that team stinks. So first 3 games off the card today, not really my cup of tea at this point. So we'll leave that alone. Yeah, Guan says, he's right too. Really used to be an auto fade. No doubt about it. Like we used to just line this guy up and actually just pound on that guy. But no longer the case at this point. Washington Nationals and the Athletics today. Here's a good matchup. Athletics A, Severino versus Gore. I got Gore way down on my card as we started the show. 35 and 2/3 innings pitched over 7 starts past 45 days. 6 ERA, guys. 5.22 xFIP number. I know sometimes I talk to you guys about bending rules and how those shape up. I mean, you're going to have to bend some if you want the Athletics tonight. Why? Typically with left-handed pitchers, you don't see them all that often in conjunction with right-handed pitchers. Nick Kurtz has great numbers against left-handed pitching. Shea Langoliers has great numbers against lefties. The rest of the lineup, though, it stinks. That's in the last 30 days. So if we go to the current season, it doesn't get much better. So it's not like they're just in a slump. Kurtz, Rooker, Langoliers, that's it. The rest of the lineup is horrible. But if I were to tell you that, yes, we know Mackenzie Gore is really bad. Right-handed batters smash him. There'll be a ton of right-handed batters in the lineup today. It's in Washington, so it's not out in Sacramento. But I can't fault you. Say, okay, I think the Athletics get 3, 4, 5 runs, may be able to hit their team total. They should be able to do that. The numbers don't back it up. And they're high K rates. Once again, though, limited sample size. They could snap out of it tonight. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they were facing Tarek Schoolbowl the last couple of times they saw a lefty, right? We don't know that. And I'm not going back to research it. But also, when I see the seasonal statistics, they don't hit lefties that well. So it's not just they ran up against the past couple starts with lefties of all aces on the mound. Oh, they got Christopher Sanchez and Schoolbowl the past 3 games. No, they didn't. That's not going to be the case. So it's a shame that you have to waste a Mackenzie Gore start because you want to press it down. Or else you just say, I'm going to take Nick Kurtz to hit a home run. Don't know if you want to do that. Other side of things, Luis Severino. He's 25th of 29 on the card today. 5.97 ERA, xFIP number 4.77. Here's the interesting part about Luis Severino, though, guys. Not a big ISO power number against. Weighted on base percentage, extremely low. Walk rate low and K rate high. What is he doing? Hard hit contact rate is 50%, which is a lot through 90 batters. So 45 of the 90 batters making hard contact against him when they do hit. Barrel percentage is low. What happened in his last couple games? What did I miss here? Let's see with Sevy. I missed something. Just going to go over the game log for him. Why is that ERA so high, but he's not giving up any power? Last start against Seattle at home, 5 innings pitched, 1 earned. 7 innings pitched, 2 earned. 5 innings pitched, 2 earned. 4 2/3, 1 earned. So he got rocked from June 24th to July 5th. But after that, it's been good. So I'm not buying into those last 45-day statistics here. We got rocked early on. It's it's really low. It's not giving up any power contact, even though, but by the way, that Nationals lineup does look decent. It actually does look pretty good. We're staying away from that game, though. I don't think we're going to find anything. And once again, it's a shame because Mackenzie Gore stinks and we can't use it to our advantage. All right, Philadelphia Phillies and the Baltimore Orioles. Yesterday, we went on the Phillies with their team total. Only needed 2.5 runs. Scorched that. Kyle Schwarber had 6 RBI alone and a grand slam to himself. Schwarber high numbers, Harper high numbers. They always should be in your lineup. But having said that, too, Dean Kramer, very strong against lefties in the past 30 days, power number-wise. 081 ISO, weighted on base percentage, 182. Right-handed bats in the lineup for the Philadelphia Phillies don't even present themselves all that well. I see the Philadelphia Phillies line opened up 138 overnight. It's still in that range, 140s, because the Phillies are better than Baltimore. They can outslug anytime they want. But the numbers aren't justifying a huge favorite. Why? Because Taijuan Walker, number 1's on the mound. Number 2, Phillies don't look all that great against right-handed pitching, and Dean Kramer has been decent. Dean's coming in at 9 on my card today. That's not bad. 3.21 ERA, 3.79 xFIP number. All right. We can deal with that. So those numbers certainly stacking up. Phillies last night were an easy play for me. Today, not so much. Not so much. If we go to the Baltimore side of things, Taijuan Walker, as we said, is on the mound. Let's see if this chat is interrupting my stream here. It shouldn't be the case. It almost seems like it's locked up. So remove that from the screen and sort of keep going. Looks like it's in a little bit of slow motion, but hopefully you guys can hear. That's the most important thing. I'm tired of doing it because now it snaps back. So maybe we'll just keep it off that chat at this point right now and just keep it rolling along. But the Philadelphia Phillies with Taijuan Walker on the mound, he's been bad, guys. He's the worst pitcher on my card today. 4.38 ERA, 5.46 xFIP number. 24 2/3 innings pitched over the past 45 days. He's 1-0 through those 4 starts. But he has worked out of the bullpen before. That's stretching him back out, waiting for Aaron Nola to get back in the lineup. Holiday, Westberg, Henderson, Rutschman, O'Neill. Kobe Mayo's got a little bit of power there. And Jeremiah Jackson. If those are the estimated lineup here, not a lot of Ks in the lineup, which you like. Taijuan Walker's not a K guy. ISO against for Taijuan Walker, 303. Weighted on base percentage against for Taijuan Walker, 417. Fly ball percentage, he's a fly ball pitcher, not a ground ball pitcher. Hard hit percentage, 56%, if we break that down to be lefty and righty batters. Barrel rate is high, particularly high to right-handed batters. Some pretty good looks here for that Baltimore Orioles lineup today. And again, Taijuan Walker's the worst pitcher on the card for me, and decent looks. If you look at the advanced numbers for the Orioles, like hard hit rate, everybody outside of Kobe Mayo does have a really good number. Barrel rates are up there high. Tyler O'Neill's at 20% against right-handed pitching over the past month through 39 at-bats. That does make a lot of sense right there, people. It does. Cleveland and New York. Logan Allen on the mound today. Mets blew another game yesterday. Clay Holmes also. Clay Holmes starting to slip in the standings for me. He's 24th on the card today at 29, guys. 4.46 ERA, 4.72 xFIP number. That lineup today, a lot of good hard hit rate, a lot of good barrel rates for Cleveland. If we look at some of the statistics, like let's just say, let me just click this back. K rate, not too bad. Weighted on base percentage, okay. Like Marte, McNeil, Vientos, Mullins all have really good numbers. Francisco Lindor, nope. Juan Soto, nope. Pete Alonso, nope. Brandon Nimmo, okay. But Logan Allen is a lefty, so he's going to get what? Nimmo's a lefty, Soto's a lefty, McNeil's a lefty, and Mullins is a lefty. So 4 out of the 9 actually lefties, and he's really been good, Logan Allen, the past 30 days in that respect. Righties, getting the best of them. Hard hit contact rate, it is high. Barrel percentage is up there. What has Logan Allen done, by the way? And let's see where he's on the card. I got Logan Allen 14th out of 29 pitchers today. 383 ERA, 4.05 xFIP number. But let me just get into Logan Allen, what he's been doing the last couple starts. That should make some sense. Let's see. Logan Allen. Game log. Okay. 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs last time out. Ooh. It was against Colorado. And again, Colorado at home, different than Colorado on the road. So he had him at home. Against Baltimore, 6 1/3, 4 earned runs given up. The A's at home. So the last 3 games he's pitched were all at home. And that was 5 innings, 3 earned. Before that, on the road against Chicago White Sox, 6 innings, 2. Yeah, he doesn't have any blow-up games, really. Like the one blow-up game, I guess you can say, he went to the 7th inning and gave up 4 runs. You think the Mets would probably automatically hit Logan Allen? I'm not going to play that side of it, though. Same thing here, Clay Holmes. Even though I don't love, Clay Holmes' numbers over the past 45 days, low walk rate. He's got a low K rate, which does get you in trouble. He's a ground ball pitcher. Hard hit percentage, yeah, it's there. Barrel rate is really low. Don't want to just jump in and say, we're going to take the Guardians today. I don't think we can do that. I think we'll just leave that one out. Kansas City versus Boston. Burger Boy's on the mound here. If you heard that name before, he used to be a Padre. Now he's a Kansas City Royal going up against Garrett Crochet. And for Garrett Crochet, show some respect on the guy, man. It's number 1 on the card today. 5 starts, 6 starts. Last 45 days, 5-0, 39 innings pitched, 2.31 ERA, 2.43 xFIP number. Tremendous. By the way, the shame of this, too, is because Kansas City's lineup looks awesome versus lefties. It's not a ton of at-bats. Bobby Witt Jr., Vinny Pasquantino, Michael Garcia, Salvador Perez, Randall Grichuk, Nick Lofton, Luke Maile, Tyler Tolbert. Everybody's high weighted on base percentage. High ISO power numbers. Not huge K rates here. Garrett Crochet's a lefty. Filthy against righties on the season. 477 he's faced, guy, 098 ISO. That means you're not getting extra base hits. What do you got to do? Put a walk and 3 singles together to score a run against Garrett? Ain't doing that. Who's doing that? No shot. But boy, that Kansas City lineup does look good. Flip it to the other side. Ryan Burgett's on the mound, struggling against right-handed batters, but granted, only faced 15 right-handed batters in the past 45 days. 250 ISO, 397 weighted on base percentage. Yesterday, in one of our parlay, I should say, we had a free one, which we hit, which was 3 guys on the Red Sox. Who led off yesterday? Like, it's already skipping my mind. Was it Romy Gonzalez? I think Romy Gonzalez yesterday to get 2 Hits, run, and RBIs, easily hit. Trevor Story needed 1, and then it was Raphael, I believe, with 1. That hit by the 5th inning, which was awesome. Had a plus 140 boosted number on 365. We also had them to get over 2.5 runs. Scored 5 runs in the first inning. That was as easy as it can get. But Ryan Burgett here, he's coming in 27th on the card, but granted, only 11 2/3 innings pitched over the past 45 days. If I take a look at Burgett's seasonal statistics, or maybe even just do a slightly deeper dive, because he was with the Padres, so when he's pitching at home, he's getting a great pitcher's ballpark. He's going to be pitching in Boston today, not a great pitcher's ballpark, as you know. Against the Mets, last time out at home, 4 innings pitched, 1 earned run. The Phillies at home, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Washington at home, 3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. Then before that was back in the June. What do you have? 4 2/3 on the road, shut out the Dodgers. At Arizona, 5 innings, 3 earned runs. So he doesn't really have, I mean, I guess you can call the Washington start 3 innings, 3 earned runs, then 4 2/3, 2 earned runs. Not a shutdown guy per se, but boy, he's had some pretty good numbers as they sort of rolled him out. But you have to trust the xFIP numbers more. Like Burgett's K rate, the right-handed batters, not very good. That's where the primary numbers are going to come from. Very much good, better, against lefties. Lefties in the lineup today, Duran, Toro, Yoshida, and Abreu. So he's still 5 right-handed batters. Fly ball percentage, he is a fly ball pitcher, which is great for Fenway. 69-degree temperatures tonight in Fenway, though. We no longer have those 75 and 80-degree numbers. That could be an issue. Hard hit percentage, 47% against him, 55 if you just focus on right-handed batters. Barrel percentage, 11%. That's pretty high. I do like the Boston Red Sox lineup as it shows, but Ryan Burgett, outside of his xFIP numbers through only 11 innings. What's his seasonal xFIP? It's 4.77, though. Still extremely high. And that's through 7 games. Or 7 games started, I should say, on the season. And once again, he's actually pitched a lot. Where's his starts at? On the road, on the road, on the road, on the road than the last 3 home. So he's going to get a look at a different ballpark today and see what happens. Washington, Philadelphia, and the New York Mets in his last couple games. So that's something certainly to keep an eye on. But I do like the Boston Red Sox. I do think they hit. But it's a shame that Garrett Crochet's on the mound because that Kansas City lineup looks delicious. Milwaukee and Atlanta. Atlanta can't get out of their own way. Freddie Peralta's on the mound, favorite here, what? Minus 145, minus 150. Joey Wentz, not to be confused with Carson Wentz, the lefty, on the mound here for Atlanta. 7.5 is a total all the way across. Freddie Peralta getting damaged up a little bit by lefties, but I want nothing to do with that Atlanta lineup. They are dead in the water. Joey Wentz does have okay statistics through 67 batters. And where does he come out on my card here? Where is Mr. Wentz? He's 12th on the card. High ERA, a little bit lower xFIP number, 24 innings pitched. Take what you want. Contreras, good numbers. Vaughn, good numbers. Durbin, good numbers. Danny Jansen, some power numbers. Blake Perkins, some decent numbers. And Joey Ortiz. Not a bad look. And a little bit warmer temperatures, which yesterday I think we were in the 60s in Atlanta with rain and that victory by the Brewers. We only had 3 hits yesterday. 3 runs, 3 hits. Didn't really get too much done. So not really loving that game. Cincinnati and Chicago. Littell and Imanaga. 180 favorite here for Chicago. 8 overnight in the total, now listed at 7.5. Zach Littell coming in 20th out of 29 pitchers on my card today. Low ERA at 2.88. Higher xFIP of 4.39. Not a big strikeout guy. Last 30 days, 98 batters he's faced, only strikeout rate of 13%. That's not good. Walk rate is low. ISO, average. Weighted on base percentage, average. Doesn't give up a lot of fly balls. Hard hit contact is there, yes. Barrel percentage to righties is there. Don't love the game. And again, we're dealing in Chicago where we would like these games much, much more if the wind was blowing out. Wind is blowing in right now. So it is what it is there. Yeah, sometimes going in and out. Just it doesn't make any sense. Just doesn't. Maybe you stream to too many networks, sort of knocks it around or sends that, fade in and out. It is what it is. Cruising through, though. Looks pretty clear right now at this point. 121 people watching live here. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Love to see it out in these streets. But the Chicago Cubs, decent play today. Probably going to stay away. Chicago Cubs on the other side, pitching-wise, Shota Imanaga. Not a great pitcher. Last 7 starts, 38 1/3 innings pitched. 3.76 ERA, 4.49 xFIP number. Friedel, decent numbers. McLean, decent numbers. Austin Hayes, decent numbers. Miguel Andujar, Tyler Stevenson. Okay. I'll buy it a little bit there. Shota Imanaga, on the other hand, just looking at his pitching matchup here, struggling against right-handed hitters on the year as a lefty. He's going to get what? One lefty, which is TJ Friedel. So let's dive into that. He's not a ground ball pitcher at all. Gives up the fly ball too much. Wind's blowing in at Wrigley, which helps, but 76 degrees is okay. Hard hit percentage to righties, 59%. Barrel rate at 11% to righties. Now, I don't want to get myself caught up, but just looking at some of the stats again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5+ batters. If we look at just weighted on base percentage, like ISO type things. If we take a look at barrel rate, okay. Hard hit rate, decent. I don't know if I want to stretch that out, though, and take Cincinnati. I really don't. Because I do need to love these lineups to take like all team totals, and that's why you buy them down. Otherwise, you just would leave them alone. New York Yankees and the Texas Rangers, Warren versus Eovaldi, -126. Down from a -146 last night. People buying Will Warren today. I have Nathan Eovaldi, the third highest pitcher I have on my card, at 1.34 ERA and a 3.26 xFIP number over the past 45 days. That's pretty impressive. You look at Will Warren struggling with lefties, particularly over the past 30 days. Last 71 batters he's faced for lefties. 254 ISO, weighted on base percentage, 392. That's really high. K rate only 12%. So for ISOing lefties in this lineup for Texas, Josh Smith, Corey Seager, Jock Peterson, Rowdy Tellez, Jonah Heim. That's 5 out of the 9. Let's see some barrel rates here. Hard hit contact rate against right-handed pitching is really good. Really good. That bullpen is a mess, too, for the Yankees. Some decent barrel rates. Seager's got a great barrel rate. Adolis Garcia does. Wyatt Langford, Rowdy Tellez, Josh Jung, average. But the only guy not making hard contact in this lineup, actually, is Marcus Semien. Everybody else is making really good hard contact with a lot of good stats over the past 30 days. The only question, though, is Will Warren has been filthy against right-handed batters. Barrel rate to right-handed batters last 30 days for Will Warren. He's a right-handed pitcher, again, keep in mind. 3.2%. Sensational. Hard hit contact rate is a little bit higher, but they're not barreling him up. Don't outsmart yourself. Don't outsmart yourself. Right? You know what I'm telling you right there? Don't outsmart yourself. Nathan Eovaldi, even though that Yankees lineup looks great, scored 5 runs last night, had a million guys with runners in scoring position, couldn't do anything about it. Sometimes you just live and learn on those. If you did bet, that's a game. The Yankees should have won that game. They got 5 runs. They lost. You got to be kidding me. Happens. It does. Toronto Blue Jays and the Colorado Rockies tonight. This is the one I talked about to open up the show. It's just odd, man. It really is. Like, Caesars does not want you betting this game. The alt team total, the lowest it starts at is 5.5. Get out of town, man. Stop the madness at that point. Ridiculous. Just is. Sort of makes you laugh at times, doesn't it? It's like, wait a second, what? 5.5 is the alt team total lowest they go. And just for like, a back response, I was on Bet365. And they'll let, like, the Blue Jays to score 2 runs tonight. Typically it's like, okay, -275, -350, -400 at the most for some of these games. They're -2,500 to score 3 runs, which lets you know exactly what's going to take place tonight. 15-1 score. Blue Jays last night over the Colorado Rockies. Anthony Molina is on the mound. Hear me out on this. I like my alt totals, right? But you say, well, who's this Molina kid? 38 batters he's faced on the season. He's got an ISO of 306 and a weighted on base percentage of 401 against. He's a fly ball pitcher in Colorado. Temperatures in Colorado today, guys, 94 degrees at first pitch. Hard hit contact rate off the charts. So say, all right, well, he doesn't have a lot in Major League Baseball and nothing over the past 30 days, Donnie. Can you tell me what he did in the minors? I sure can. I'm going to bring up his statistics from his minor league game log. So Major League Baseball looks bad, as I told you. Minor leagues, he's had 15 starts in the minors this year. 15. 6.59 ERA in the minors. 6.59 ERA in the minors. His last start on 7/29 in the minors was actually pretty good. It was against San Francisco or the San Francisco Giants, whatever, their organization. 5 1/3 innings pitched, no earned runs. Before that, and like he got lumped up in some of these games, particularly earlier on. He's pitched a little bit better. I'll give him credit. May on, but he's not a shutdown pitcher by any stretch. and it's the minors. So if you are looking at a team total, which is basically coming in at Bet365, 6.5 out of -135, which means you need 7 runs to cash in that ticket. I think they get there, though. I do. Have you been seeing what's going on in Colorado with their pitching staff over the past couple nights? Run down, bombed out, and blasted. 25 hits for Toronto last night and 15 runs. Now, Colorado scored 1 run last night. They easily hit the total because they got crushed. I'm telling you right now, Toronto is going to... I don't even love the lineup. But Molina's not a Major League Baseball starter in Colorado with a team getting a full 9 at-bats in 90-plus degree temperatures. And the wind isn't blowing in. It's blowing crosswind, left field to right field. It's not really going to be all that much of a hindrance. That's incredible. Barrios on the mound, -235. And by the way, too, I think you don't really like Colorado all that much most of the time. But you look at their lineup tonight. Moniak, Goodman, Beck, Tovar, Bernabel, all really high ISOs and weighted on base percentage numbers. That's pretty impressive. So when you look at the total in this game, that's whack. 12. They need 13? I'm telling you right now, they probably get 13 runs. Like, I'm really looking at a team for, 15 last night. Oh, they never did, but it's Colorado. It's not as if like you're just, in Philadelphia or in Toronto. You're in Colorado. It's 94-degree temperatures. What, are you supposed to not hit tonight against absolute trash on the mound? Am I advocating for, taking a 7? Or, Donnie, just put the 5.5 in your team total, like 6 runs in my team total? I don't want to do that. But I might throw it in as a little topper, though. Like, they should get 4. Like, who did we have Friday night? I think we took the Pittsburgh Pirates in Colorado to get 4 runs, which I like to keep it at 2.5. But if you're in Colorado, they hammered that too. Like, this has been an absolute shooting gallery in Colorado. And as I told you, and also Barrios, not the greatest pitcher, guys. Newsflash. Not a shutdown guy anymore. 3.89 ERA, which isn't bad, but a 4.45 xFIP number. You know that's going to be exacerbated in Cleveland. Or in Colorado. 44 innings pitched over the last 45 days. Tampa and LA don't love it. Ryan Pepio's on the mound. He does struggle a little bit against lefties. Not very many good lefties in the lineup here for the Angels tonight. Jose Soriano. What do I have him lining up these days? He's still number 4. Slippery guy, man. Ground ball pitcher. Doesn't give up any fly balls. Hard hit contact is up there a little bit high. Barrel rate to right is a little bit too high. Not a great strikeout rate, but for some reason, he avoids hard contact. Last 30 days has been a little bit different story. But that lineup for the Rays, I don't like it at all. San Diego tonight taking on Arizona. Yu Darvish on the mound. And you is a favorite at about a -130 price. Total sits around 9. You're probably going to focus more in on Nelson. Ryan Nelson's actually 13th on the card, though. His ERA 2.25 over the past 45 days. Not bad. Not a huge K guy. Only about 20%. Doesn't strike out lefties. Usually sort of pivot and say, okay, man, the San Diego Padres should be winning these games. I don't know if that's the case. But I don't love this because I think Ryan Nelson, if he was down a little bit more, maybe we'd look. Yu Darvish, he's 23rd on the card, 23 innings pitched, 6.46 ERA. Did he snap back in his last start? Was he good in his last start? Is that what I'm remembering? Let me just take a look at his game log quickly. 7 innings pitched, no earned runs against the Mets. He was phenomenal. Before that, blown away. Horrendous in his past couple starts. So what are you getting from that? 4 starts back off the IL, bad. 1 unbelievable start. And where does that leave us? Doesn't leave me with a great lineup here. Let me just take some of these advanced numbers. Hard hit contact rate here for Arizona against righties, over the past 30 days has been decent. Carroll's got good numbers. Marte's got good numbers. Perdomo's got good numbers. Lockley only 8 at-bats, decent numbers, but you got to take that with a grain of salt. Alec Thomas, some good numbers. Blaze Alexander, decent numbers. Don't love the game here. Chicago White Sox and the Seattle Mariners. If you watch the early line today, I actually like the under in that game. So, no, we're not going to have any extra statistics. That lineup looks really good for Seattle. I think Davis Martin can keep them down. He's decent against lefties and righties on the season. 4-2 victory, 4-3 victory, maybe in that range. Brian Woo's good pitcher. Does struggle a little bit with righties. I'm telling you, I do like that. I need to have more Chicago White Sox games on my tab just so we can play that out, because had them on Friday night, worked out well. Had them on Sunday, worked out really well. I think Sunday they hit in the first inning. They're all team total. But against Brian Wu, I'm staying away. Here's a game tonight, the nightcap. Last game of the night. St. Louis and Los Angeles. Michael is Sheehan. Heavy favorite for Sheehan and the Dodgers. Overnight, minus 200 prices now, seeming right around minus 190, minus 185 in that range. That's one to keep an eye on. Because Miles Michaelis isn't very good. I mean, masquerades every once in a while as a decent pitcher. He's not. 17th on the card, 5.80 ERA, 4.24 xFIP number. Just don't love that lineup for the Dodgers. Hard hit contact rate, decent for the Dodgers. Barrel rate's actually very good. But I need more. I need to see more out of that team. Current season, smoking the baseball. Last 30 days, struggling a little bit at times. Shohei doesn't struggle against anybody who probably hit a home run tonight with Michaelis. Will Smith. Let's see Will's last couple game logs. Base knock here or there, couple doubles, few ribbies. Understand that. Max Muncy due back tonight. Could that change things? But Michaelis has some decent numbers against lefties here over the past month. Barrel rate is high to righties up for him. Hard hit contact rate is lower. I don't know if I'm going to have anything on that. Emmett Sheehan, on the other hand, he probably gets tagged up. Emmett Sheehan is 26 out of 29 on my pitching card today. 3.86 ERA, 4.77 xFIP number. Burleson, Contreras, Nootbaar, struggling a little bit against lefties. Last 30 days, a fly ball pitcher, you hate to see that. If you're a batting statistic guy like me, you love to see it. Barrel rate's kind of low. But we have the 15 card. Is there a lot of games on the card? No. There's a couple spots that we just went over in the show that I think make a ton of sense to try to press down on. Last night it was paint by numbers. Icing on the cake. Simple. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Today, though, we're going to have to do a little bit more work. And that means waiting till some of those starting lineups come out and seeing where they come through at. But for me, it feels good, though. It does. You know what I mean? It's a good day. Should be able to make some money. Should be able to have some fun. Should be able to put a good card together. So what you want to do, of course, head over to rightwager.com. Check out the website. Free play will be up later today. I'll make sure we go to Bet365 again. If they have a same-game parlay, we'll boost that bad boy 30% and try to cash in another victory like we did yesterday, which is a great one. 140 and then boosted on top of it. That was fantastic. That one hit by the fifth inning for the Boston Red Sox. I'll pick out another good one today, and we'll be able to have at it and have some fun with that. But thanks for tuning in to the Major League Baseball show presented by rightwager.com. I'm your boy, Donnie Rightside. Let's hit it hard tonight. And the best part about it is I'll see you tomorrow at lunchtime. We'll have some more fun.